Thank you very much.
I would. I'll kill a king and marry his brother.
I'll kill a king!
Yeah.
I messed up a line at one point.
I think it wants to be more in control on your end because it's still... my name is Tzarini. I am an actress, playwright and director. I tend to create original theatre pieces, but I sometimes direct other people's work or create adaptations.
So tell us a little bit about your process. Do you have any favourite locations to work and that kind of thing?
Okay, so for my process, so I have a little studio where I work from. It's just a small room with like a nice window in the front. I tend to light a candle actually, maybe some incense, a bit of a hippie in that way. But I just find it helps me to get into the creative and also just practical mindset that you need to be in. So for Hamlet, what I did was I read the play, researched it like mad, kind of found little dots of information in the piece. And I realised that the line that stood out to me is, "We are arrant knaves all, believe none of us." And I thought that was really interesting. So I decided I wanted to kind of explore that theme of Shakespeare's Hamlet, more to do with the appearance and reality and what lies are being told, especially in the character of Claudius. So that's kind of where my process began. And then I decided I would like to set it in a circus based on that reason, because I realised every character in the show plays a role that could be applied to a circus, which again makes it more interesting for young people. And then after that, I suppose I did auditions here. I found people I liked, then I did a workshop to see how the chemistry worked between them. And then once we got everyone together, the cast was announced or whatever, we began blocking organically, working with not just my instincts, but the instincts of the actors and what felt right to them.
Oh no, come and sit you down and shall not budge until I set the glass where you may see the inmost part of you.
What will I do? They will not murder me! Help!
A glass dead for ducats!
Me, what hast thou done?
Nay, I know not, this is not the king.
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this!
A bloody deed, almost as bad for the mother as kill a king and marry his brother.
I'll kill a king!
Do you have any muses or idols or that kind of thing?
Yeah, so as much as I admire, I suppose, well-respected actors, writers, whatever, I also would find muses in everyday people. So it might be a conversation you hear on the bus, or it might be something you read in a newspaper, or a documentary you see on YouTube. I just think some of the most interesting people are ones that you wouldn't expect. And so as a writer, a lot of the time it's based on maybe somebody I've known. And as an actor, again, observing people or experiencing things yourself is the best way to emulate an emotion or a time or place. And I like to bring that through when I'm directing as well.
I want to go from
Yeah,
that
I think
to
you
that.
brought that energy to this. Yeah.
What did you think?
That's, yeah, it was,
It felt a little more like you and then...
yeah, it was sort of like the way we were doing it was sort of like, you know, the prey slash, like, predator or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
But
And I want
this
to
was
see more
really-
sexiness as well.
Yeah, there
But
was
we
a
did it
little
before,
sexy.
remember we did like, you did like the, like you get all the
Oh, I
girls
do,
like
I
kiss
do, I
me.
just do.
Has your student life or studies at UCD helped your craft?
Well, absolutely. I mean, obviously I studied English and drama, which kind of introduced me to a load of theory and different books and plays that I would never have known about otherwise. But I have to say the biggest thing that really shaped me as an artist was being part of Dramsocs. I was on the committee in my second year as the visual design artist, but other than that I auditioned for loads of things I didn't get. I directed, I wrote, I did assistant directing, I postered at 6 a.m. Like literally it showed me how to be not just an actor, but to be an all-round, to have a working theatre company. And it was in my years of UCD that I formed my company Lip Sync Theatre. And I have to say, when I then did a master's in Spain at the Institute of the Arts Barcelona, and they had just come from acting backgrounds. They'd never done anything like that, and they really struggled with the idea of kind of postering or lighting text, all that kind of stuff, which was so like not new to me at all. It was something I'd always grown up with from Dramsocs. So it just helped me to understand the hard work that's involved, and also amazing friends as well.
Yeah, the community came naturally to you.
Yeah.
I have heard of your paintings too. What? God gives you one face, and you make yourselves another. You jig, you amble, and you list, and you nickname God's creatures and make your wantonness your ignorance. Hi, I'm Ryan Harron, and I'm playing Hamlet in Hamlet here in UCD. I pretty much just love the play. It's my favourite Shakespearean play, and I auditioned. I got the role. It's been a fabulous couple of months so far. Tzarini's incredible to work with. She's really open, and she works a lot with you, in particular in difficult scenes when you need some help. She's very open, and she has a lot of knowledge surrounding different stuff with Shakespeare, so I love it.
Hi, I'm Nessa Malumbi and I'm playing Gertrude. Gertrude in this show is a showgirl because this adaptation of Hamlet is set in the circus. It really brings a whole new energy to the show and something that's never really been done before.
Hello, I'm Max Kaffinan and I'm playing Polonius in this year's production of Hamlet. I have been in the Shakespeare show before and I went for it again this year, hoping to get it, and I was lucky enough to get into this fantastic production. This year I'm a clown, which is great fun. I can't really praise this show enough. It's such a brilliant experience to be involved. Tzarini is an incredible director. Her vision for the show is so interesting and so original that it's really just been a joy to be in rehearsals.
You are my mother?
Nay, then I'll send those to you that can't.
Oh no, sit you down, you shall not budge until I set up a glass where you may see the inmost part of you.
What will I do? I will not murder me. Help, help, help!
What's there for nothing?
Oh me, what hast thou done?
Nay, I know not, this is not the king.
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this!
A bloody deed. Almost as bad.
Do you have any highlight in your career or achievements that you've done so far that really stand out?
Yeah. So I suppose my biggest highlight so far is when I did my show Dolly at the Edinburgh Fringe 2018, because that was, I suppose, the biggest challenge, not only creatively, but in terms of bringing 9 people to Edinburgh, flyering on the streets in the rain, trying to get people to come into the show. It really opened my eyes to, it kind of made me feel like a really little fish in a big pond. Because before my kind of world was UCD and Dramsocs, and I mean, I'd done a few small fringes in Ireland, like Galway Fringe, and I'd done the Scene and Heard Festival, but apart from that, like, Edinburgh was a massive, massive step up, just in scale. And I just had an incredible time. Like, we were just really lucky that everyone in the cast and crew were really, really sound and really, really talented. So it was just a big kind of experience. I got to see incredible stuff as well, like amazing shows. I also saw some terrible shows, and it taught me a lot about how important marketing is and about venues and pushing yourself. And because some of the best things I saw had like 3 or 4 people in the audience, and some of the worst things were sold out. So it kind of opened my eyes that it's not just about being really good. It's about how, like, everything, you know. So I suppose that would be my biggest thing so far.
Any plans to go back?
Yes, this year I do plan to go back. I have a new show called The Stargazer Eats Locusts, working with some of the same people who were in Dolly. We plan to do a longer run this time in Edinburgh and in a different venue. So fingers crossed, lots of organising to be done in advance, yeah.
That's exciting. And last question, where do you see yourself in 5 years and 10 years?
Okay, so I suppose for me, I just want to continue doing what I'm doing. I'd love to do film work. I haven't really done any so far. That's what I'd love to get into, film acting, but also maybe directing little films. I think I'd really, really enjoy that. 10 years. Yeah, I'd love to just do my work more internationally. So not just Ireland and the UK, but I'd love to bring work to America, to Australia, and I suppose just, yeah, hopefully like be more settled in my like personal life as well, like have somewhere to live, all that kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah, that's important too, isn't it? People forget those things.
yeah.
Okay, thank you very, very much for your time.
Thank you so much, guys.